All right, today we're going to be starting Red Dead Redemption. This game came out, what, 14 years ago? It was one of the first few games that were M-rated that I ever purchased myself. Very, very good game. Sequel's even better, in my opinion, but I wanted to come back to this one since it got a remaster on PS5/PS4 with 60 FPS, so I felt like it would be a good time for a playthrough. So let's get into it. Strange. Indeed, how indeed. How you doing? Looking to your left, right? I definitely feel like I feel like the grass and the trees look better, but everything else seems just how I remember it back on the 360.
Well, I, for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage
All right, this
land.
conversation.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
Right.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? That hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it
Right.
that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
See, natives weren't a big part of it too, which is interesting to me.
Not only do
Actually, they
people
were.
now
They were.
have
There was
motor
third
cars,
act. I think
Father,
there was a
but I
whole
heard that
storyline with them.
pretty
Actually,
soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No. Apparently people.
comparatively,
can
everything
fly.
else in
Didn't you
Red
hear?
Dead 2,
Out in Kansas,
I think it was a
man
very
even
minor
got
bit.
a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family.
wow.
A family without class.
Apparently. The Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
And there's the armadillo.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts It is the opportunity we have.
Bonnie.
The chance to live
I remember
among
her.
people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Let's go. Hey, Marty.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Yeehaw, indeed. All right. Whoa. This is not 60 FPS. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, not map. I think it's display. Bose Briller off, thank you. It is 60 FPS? It does not feel 60. It might just be the projector, not necessarily the game. That's fine. Also, I should mention, what it probably is I am running this off of a external SSD.
Over here.
So maybe I should move it over to the main
Must be
drive.
John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front. Well, sir, I am drunk as hell.
14.
Well, here, let's mount up and hit the trail.
Right.
Mighty fine evening to you.
Let's go.
Take it easy until we're out of town. Ain't no point in causing a ruckus.
Ah, right, Fort Mercer. I remember that. R1.
So it's Fort Mercer you want to visit?
You would think it would be like Circle or something.
The fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north.
Oh, now
to
the
fight
train doesn't
Indians,
even come back until
maybe
halfway
they
through.
got
Yeah,
tired of being
yeah.
soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I said, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as most rated back to. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Oh, thank you, Marty. We're a quarter of the way there.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like
But-
Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all?
No. Some people aren't. Sometimes I feel like that joke just does not work.
Yeah, so Oh, it was the marshal who hired me.
Thank you,
Lee
Jim.
Johnson.
Thank you.
Do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
Also, that does remind me, I did fix the thingy.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
No.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am.
You should be able to
I
go
don't
and
mean
look
nothing
at
by
that
it.
bad
Trust
games
me.
list now
There's
without
things
having
you're better
to
off
need
not
permission.
knowing.
I'll tell you, Mr. Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Not far now, Mr. Marston. The fort's just over this hill.
How do you expect me to hold circle and X at the same time?
You.
Other than crabbing.
Yeah.
The lobster claw or whatever they call it.
Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
All right, time to talk to Bill.
Let's go.
Mr. Williamson. I think I'm supposed to be off the horse for this, though. Well, it probably doesn't matter. I still can't get over the fact that they ported this to, like, a bunch of, you know, modern stuff and not the PC.
Come for you.
It's so annoying to me.
Bill Williamson.
That just
Come
takes
out
you
here
off.
right now.
All right.
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Like, if you've played the second game, you get so much more backstory on this stuff, and it's nice
Do
to
I
come
look like
back.
I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me?
Implore?
You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge.
Congratulations.
No more Dutch.
You want a medal?
And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Ouch.
Well,
Oh. Poor John.
To be fair, John was kind of an idiot in that moment. He had 3 rifles pointed at his face. And he just pulls out the revolver. Like, come on, dude. Like, if you're gonna go up against a fort full of, you know, enemies, bring something more than just a measly revolver. It's a canon event. Canon event. Oh, they really needed to give him more than that. You wouldn't have a sequel if you didn't get shot. I mean,
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam.
A whole
Should've left me there to die.
$15.
Did
Damn.
you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarlane. Miss Bonnie McFarlane.
Well, you
Nowadays,
might
it
be right,
costs
Miss
a couple
McFarlane.
grand,
I don't know.
if anything.
Huh. So what were you doing?
Just trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Sounds about right.
Yes. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you. For saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear
Maybe
that in
bring a
mind.
bigger gun. Maybe. See, now this feels like a smooth 60 FPS. I think... Yeah, I'm gonna move this over to my main drive for tomorrow, or for next weekend. Because right now it's on my external. I'm getting frame drops, but I'm not sure if that's because it's on an external, if it's just because it's not a smooth 60.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living.
Hello.
see?
I thought you were
It's
inside.
about time I started paying back that $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here.
That's what I need to get next, I think. Upgrade-wise, I think I need to buy a external or a internal SSD for the PS5.
There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarlane.
I picked out a fine horse for you. Come on, then. I'll show you around the property. Yeah!
We're not going to talk about the fact that he just stood on the horse. AAA game, by the way.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase.
I mean, fair.
That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better. Come on, boy.
Slow up.
That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl.
Aren't we supposed to be securing the perimeter?
And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
Hello there.
Come on, this is the only chance you're gonna get to rest.
Thank you, Crafty.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure.
We'll be getting to the
in.
horses.
I'll show you the house, and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
70K to go, yep. And then we get ready for pain.
Mr. Marston.
Miss McFarland.
Remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do.
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. Come on, then. Let's mount up and take a look around.
Pain indeed. The question is, which game will it be to cause the pain?
Keep your eyes peeled for anything suspicious.
I think once you do that, you should do more for a full... No! Not happening. I already played it. I don't have to play it again.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
How about this? If somebody donates 10 grand in one tip, I'll play it. $10,000 and I will play Shenmue 3 again. How about that?
I don't believe it. Those damn rabbits
I have
are back.
9.3. Yeah.
Give me a hand with them, will you?
Not points, I mean US dollars. That you were... John? It's a hitching post. Alright, fine. I'll just...
Come on, then. Time to put that bloodlust of yours to good use.
I missed.
Better at shooting rabbits than outlaws, I see.
Time to cheat and use auto-aim.
Nice shooting. You got one. Thank you, Mr. Marston. Looks like we'll be having rabbit stew tomorrow.
You want me to skin him for you?
We should check out the rest of the ranch.
No? Alright. Oh, Mr. Musk. A small... I mean, for him, it would be a small loan. It'd be pocket change for Elon.
If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
All the vegans will... somebody call PETA.
Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Giddy up!
So I can just tell them to go fuck themselves.
Was that a coyote? Get those.
Oh, we got the coyotes.
Easy now.
Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Stuck.
Well, we got rid of the coyotes. I just wish we'd saved all the chickens.
What was the button for reload?
I'll show you the way to your room.
Circle, right.
You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
This is you, Mr. Marston.
Yes, for the ones I don't have, yes. I own a few of those already, Hal, so yes.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Oh, true, Jim, true. Actually true.
How are you today?
But then you're gonna have to pay Crafty to go do that. So you'd be getting less back, you know? Just saying. Oh, Crafty, huh? I remember there's all these optional outfits you can unlock. I forgot about these. That's awesome. Now let's save. Oop. Go talk to Bonnie.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only would I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence.
Crafty, wouldn't the blood be frozen
simply
as well?
Out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I'll bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
Oh,
I hate to take money
is
from
that
my
a
lady,
threat?
miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll
Happy
see.
it's already thawing. I mean, fair.
All right, I'll show you how we ride around these parts.
Ma'am, I will court you good.
Come on,
All right,
boys.
time to freaking destroy horse racing. Opium.
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this.
Oh, right. It's little weird fire spots. I'm working on it.
Come on. I bet you're starting to regret your brave words, Miss McFarland. Are you saving the best for last?
Speed, violence, momentum, chat.
You're not as bad as I thought you'd be. You ain't getting away that easily.
How you doing back there? Yeah. Would you like me to slow down? Yeah. Should I wait for you to catch up?
Tokyo Drift. Right.
Come on. Come on.
Man, this is kind of a long race, isn't it? 6 hours later, exactly. Alright, we're almost at the end of it. There we go. Get wrecked, Bonnie. Absolutely destroyed.
That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the Marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you
give me
think
more
is
weapons.
best, Mr. Marston.